It's time for another rousing installment of the Alphabetical Book Review List. Today we are on the letter C of the Alphabetical Book Review List, which means I am reviewing Cupid and Diana, which hypothetically could count for both C and D, Cupid and Diana. But we're just going to say C. Cupid and Diana, which I actually read for those of you who saw the B, Alphabetical, the B one. Wow, this is bad. I really need to read the books before I do this. Shit. It's about this woman, Diana, and she owns a consignment store in Washington, D.C., and she's dating this guy, Philip, who's really great, but he's kind of snooty and cold, and he's a lawyer. And they get engaged, and she's like, is this the right thing for me? And then she meets Harry, and he's, you know, funny and spontaneous and a lot more relaxed, and also a lawyer. Clearly, Diana has a thing for lawyers. I don't know. So then she has the whole issue of, oh no, the security with Philip, but the passion with Harry. So it's the security versus passion. Which is she gonna take? That's what I'm not gonna tell you. Probably figure it out. You know, it's chick-lit. But I'm not gonna tell you. The one thing I don't think is cool about that is she's having sex with both of them. I mean, it's one thing to, you like two guys and you whatever, but you don't sleep with both of them at the same time. That's just not safe. Speaking of sex, sometimes it worried me how much work sex was for men. I did my part, but that was more elective. They were never off the hook. At least this woman gets it. So yeah, it's good for what it is, chick-lit, but it's funny, it's clever, it's it's cute. Cupid and Diana. Number C for the Alphabetical Book Review List. I really hope I'm not going to get sued for using that music. So now they've gotten C out of the way, coming up next time is D in the Alphabetical Book Review List. For D, your consideration, I have 3 books for you to choose. Book number 1, The Dead Travel Fast by Eric Nuzum. This is a book I had to review for UR not too long ago. And it's about this guy who goes on the search for vampires. But it's funny. It's very funny. Book number 2 option is The Deed. This is about this guy who somehow stumbles upon the fact that perhaps there actually is a deed to the island of Manhattan that still exists when the Manhattan Indian tribe sold the land, and so he goes searching for it, and if he finds it, that means he would own the entire island of Manhattan and all the buildings on it, and he would be horribly rich, and yeah, I don't remember that book being particularly good. And there's last but not least, The Dangerous Husband, which is a comic, like a dark comic novel about this woman who marries this guy, and he's completely klutzy, and he's dangerous, basically. The Dangerous Husband. So those are your 3 books to choose for the letter D. Also, I'm going to be starting a new segment in my next video. Look forward to it. It'll be called Other People's Bookshelves, where I'll be going to somebody else's house, and rather than, I'm sure people are getting tired of my books, I'm going to be looking through other people's bookshelves. It's going to be exciting. Hopefully. I think that's all for today, but as usual, please read.